Hello. Today we are going to make something kind of different here. Connie Simons did a video on a faux step card, and I thought that was a really cool idea. So I'm going to try to do it. Alrighty, so I have a card, an A2 card that I cut down the front panel to 2 inches, down to 2 inches. So I cut 2 1/4 off. Okay, so we've got 2 inches left. I want to do mine black and white because I think that's real classy looking. These are actually, there's 3 strips here of shelf liner that I just glued onto a piece of scrap paper. So I'm going to use those to decorate my strips with. Alrighty, and the strips I'm going to make out of black. So that way we'll have an all black and white card. I think that'll be neat. Alright, so first we need to make sure this is 4 1/4. Yep, that's 4 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to 4 inches. Alrighty, because we don't need this piece. Alright, so the first piece for on the bottom is going to be 1 by 4. So I need 1 by 4 there. And then I need it 1 by, this is 1 by 3 1/2. Okay, we need 5 different pieces. Okay, so then we need, is that 3 inches? Yes. Okay, 1 inch by 3 inches. So it was 4, then 3 1/2, then 3. Okay, and now we need 1 inch by 2 1/2. 1 inch by 2 1/2, and then 1 inch by 2. All right, there. Ta-da! We've got those. All right. So first we need to glue these on to the front here. So let's go ahead and do that, because we're going to glue them onto this flap, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Just like this, to make graduating steps going all the way up, okay? Like so. This is going to be really pretty. All right, so we just need to glue these down. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Ew, I hate these glue boogies. That just is so yucky. All right, ew, it's stuck to me, yuck. All right, reminds me of when the kids were little. Oh. All right, so we need a little glue here, and then a little bit of glue right along that edge. All righty, then this needs to be laid down in the same amount of room on either side. Okay, perfect. Then we'll do the top piece the same way. We'll put this on and put a little glue on here, and then it's gonna come out about right here and hanging over just a wee tad bit. Okay, that's good. Let me move these cards out of my way. All right, that's perfect. So now let's lay these down about 1/8 of an inch apart, or 1/16 maybe. Alrighty, that looks pretty darn good. All right, so I'm going to take this middle piece, if I can do this without moving them. You know what? Let's make this easy for myself. That's a good idea. All right, let's line these up, and then I'm just going to tape them down, so that way they'll be still for me. All right, so that's good. All right, and then this piece, because I don't know about you, but I can line things up pretty easy, but then as soon as I go to pick something up, then it goes catawampus, and it's like, all right, so now I can do this. Now I can go ahead and glue this middle piece, put that on the edge, line this up. This is making it much easier. I learned a new trick today. What do you think of that? Ha ha. Alrighty, so then we can remove this. Put this back on my cuddle bug. Put a little glue here, put a little glue there. And line this up in between those two. Perfect. And the same thing goes for this one. This can go back up my cuddle bag. And alrighty. That came out perfect. I love it. So there you go. There's our graduated stairs. Isn't that cool for a card front? That's clever. All right. So now I want to cut these down. Put these in my scroll wrap box here. So now I want to cut these strips so I can put one on each one. All righty. So I'm going to need, let's see, make sure this edge is nice and straight. All right, so the longest one I'm going to need is 4 inches. So, no, actually the longest one I'm going to need is 3 3/4 of an inch by 3 3/4 of an inch wide. Or no, by 3/4 of an inch wide. All right, let's do this right, Barbara, because we don't want it the full inch. We want 3/4 of an inch wide. Okay, because that way this will fit on here. Perfect. All right. So then the next one down is, we want it 3/4 of an inch wide. So let me trim that off to make sure, okay? Because I want a nice straight edge. And there's 3/4 of an inch wide. And this one was 3 1/2, so we need 3 1/4 inch long. Perfect. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous, black and white. Awesome. Very nice. Okay, so then the next one is 3 1/2. So let me trim this on the side. And we need 3/4 of an inch wide. There. And this was 3 1/2 inches long. And, whoops, my AC is spitting water down on me. Okay, so we need 3 1/2, so we need 3 1/4. All right, so 3 1/4. Or was that this one? This was 3 1/4. Yes, so that was 3. How long is this one? I think this one was 3 1/4. Yep. All right, so this one needs to be 3. All righty, because this is 3 inches. Okay, that's 3 inches. So we need this one to be 3/4 of an inch wide by 3 inches long. Nope. It's 3 inches long. We need 1/4 of an inch off. So 2 3/4 of an inch. All right. There we go. And I will write these down in the end for you. I will put them in the description. Don't worry. All righty. So there's that one. And then this one is 2 1/2. So we want it 2 1/4. All righty. So let's get some more. 2 1/4. Right here, let me trim this off first. I want to make sure that's even. Let's get this down to 3/4 of an inch wide. Perfect. Now we need 2 1/4. There. Perfect. And then this one's 2 inches, so we need 1 3/4. 1 3/4 it will be. Ta-da! Alrighty. So let's write this down. So the black ones were 4 inches, 3 1/2 inches, 3 inches, 3 1/2 or 2 1/2 inches, and 2 inches. Okay, and they're all 1 inch wide. Okay, so that's by 1 inch. Okay, so then the layered pieces are 3 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch, and these are all by 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so 3/4 of an inch by 3 3/4 is the first one, and then the 3 1/2 needs to go down to 3 inches. Nope, 3 1/4, 1/4. Okay, and then this one needs to go down to 2 3/4, and the last one needs to go down to 1 3/4. Okay, and all by 3/4 of an inch. Okay, very good. All right, so let me bring that up so that way you know You can take a screenshot of that if you want to. Okay, so these are the black layers. So this is the cardstock layer, and this is the DSP layer. Okay, and that way you know what size to have those. So go ahead and take a screenshot of that. There you go. And I will put it in the description also. All right, so now we just have to glue these down. This is going to be really pretty. I'm excited. So my daughter manages a few very big apartment buildings, and she just sent me a picture and said, "Mom, what kind of mushroom is this? Do you know?" And I said, "Honey, I don't know about mushrooms. I know I eat mushrooms from the grocery store. That way I know they're okay." Why? And it looked like it was from right inside the doorway of somebody's house. She said, yes, it was coming up from the rug. I guess somebody's toilet was running last week and they never reported it. And so their living room rug and down the hallway, everything got wet, of course, down into the other apartments. And they refused to let maintenance, they didn't tell maintenance about it until it started going through the ceiling to the next apartment. They were trying to clean up the mess, so whatever they did to do that, instead of calling to have it fixed. Well, anyways, the rug has stayed moist and all the curtains are drawn. It's real dark in there, so they actually have a mushroom growing out of the rug up against the wall. That's so weird. All right, this is really pretty. I like it. What do you think of that? Isn't that pretty? Wow, that's sharp. Now I'm picturing maybe right here. Oh, a flower. Ooh, I wonder if my sunflower. Would that be too big? No, I think that'll fit right here. Let's get a piece. Black cardstock, and let's cut out 2 flowers. I'm thinking, do I want to do one white and one black? Ooh, I'm not sure. So let's do both. That way I can do whichever pleases me in the end. Alrighty, that'll work. Shiny piece of white paper. Alrighty, I think that'll be pretty. So if we do it this way, will it be seen? Oh, yes, that's gorgeous. All right, or 2 blacks. That's pretty too. Come on. Which do I prefer? I need to stand up to see. Okay, so that's just black on black, which is very pretty. I would have to lift that though. That's really pretty. Or we can do the black and white together. Come on, turn around. There. Wow. I think I like this because then I can do a black center. So I'm going to do this. That's going to be really pretty. All right, so let's go ahead and glue these 2 together. I can use that white page on a card front. And I'm sure I can use that daisy on something else. Let me get these away. There. Now let me move this out of the way. Move these bits and pieces. All right, these can go right over here. And I'm going to put some glue on this black one. and lay this white one down on top. Nice. Alrighty. And then, make sure that's stuck on there. Then I want to turn it over and put it on. Or does it look better that way? Ooh, with a white middle, huh? Do I want it that way? That way looks better. That way with a white center, or this way with a black center. Oh, that's funny. I think I like it better this way. All right, huh? I'm glad I thought about doing that then. Okay, so let's put the sticky dot right here. Alrighty. Gotta cut this in half to fit in the middle there. And there. Oops, come on. Alright, that's pretty. Oh, wow. Isn't that pretty? I like that. Okay, so then we need a white middle. So we need the 5/8 of an inch. Yep. And we need that white paper again. Actually, I'll get a smaller scrap. Here's a smaller scrap. Alrighty, and I'm thinking, I think I want it raised. I'm going to do a couple, maybe 3 of them, and then just glue them together. Raised just enough. Maybe 4. All right. So let's glue these babies together. All right. Then we can squeeze them together. While gluing them down. All right. Oh, yes, and that's the perfect height. All right. Perfect. I'll hold it up closer in just a moment. Sometimes you want just a little bit raised. So I didn't really want a 3D dot underneath it, but I did want it to be raised. That is perfect. All right. Let that dry for a minute. And in the meantime, I can find, ooh, now I need a contrasting color. That's really pretty. All right, let me see. Do I have those? Do I have any of those gold? I do. I do. Not there, not there, right there. I was gonna say that would look pretty. Maybe just some of these to stick up out of that. Let's see how that looks. There's a big one. Ooh, if I do that, and then maybe one coming up from the other side. Maybe a gold leaf. Don't you stick down on me. Oh, like that, okay. That's pretty. What do you think? Let me see if I can do. What's on there? Oh, that's from the sticky dots from the release paper. All right, come on. There, so if we put this in here, whoops, come on. Ooh, like that. I like that. Okay, I'm going to go for it. Definitely press that one down. This one here. Yeah, I can go up on there. Why not? Go up on the flower a little bit. Sure. All right, now I've got to put a little bit of powder on the back side here because the stickers are showing on the opposite side, and I don't want them to be sticky at all. So let's do that. Wipe the excess powder off on my pans. There. Alrighty. That's pretty. And now I want to get that eraser and fix this. There. Perfect. Alrighty. I like that. Nice. And then a word up here. That's pretty. I think I like this. What a simple card. The hardest part is measuring down on these wee pieces. All right, I need something along the edge here, so thinking maybe just a black strip. All right, and I do have skinny strips, so let's pull out my skinny strip folder here. Don't you fall on me. Alrighty. There it goes. All right. There. Oh, and look at what I ordered. This is so fun. I thought I'm always needing black strips, and through Temu, I ordered these black. These are quilling papers. I thought, you know what? That's a cool idea too. And then they're all cut the same exact size. That's pretty nifty. So I think this is cool. I've used them once before on something else. So now I just gotta get one out of there. Alrighty, because that's all we need is one. There we go. Oh, that's right. It's glued on either end. Okay. Nope, I'm gonna have to pull it all the way out. There. That's a lot of pieces. I think it was like 49 cents or something silly like that. But for them to cut it for me, and they're all even, and they're all put together like that, I like that. All right, so now I'm thinking if we go ahead and glue this down here along the edge, that'll be pretty. Ooh, that is. All right, let's do that. Let's go ahead and lift this up, and we'll get this down here. There. I can't believe a mushroom grew in somebody's apartment on their rug. Oh, that's so gross. And then to have to report it to the landlord. I can't imagine having to report that to the landlord. I didn't clean it up very good, so we grew a mushroom. I so would have been bleaching the heck out of that rug. I would not be able to tell anybody if that happened to me. That would be so embarrassing. All right, this is nice. I like that. I think that completes it, except for I need a couple little gold dots right there, which I have. And I could do a little row of 3. That would be perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So let's do a row of 3. Alrighty. All right, my little pokey tool. Let's see. Yes, that's and see, and look, that makes you look and see a triangle. That's pretty nifty. That's a very good triangle visual. Alrighty, so then I can put this right here. Ta-da! Oh yes, that completes it. I like that. What a nifty looking card. Huh. What do you think of that? A faux step card. I like it. Whoops. So here's the finished card. Isn't that pretty? And then you can write on the inside, on this side, and on the inside of here, or you could just write on the back. That's really pretty. So I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. And again, I will put the measurements in the description for you. Okay? So, and until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.